Nana and DJ Forbes. The final match for this pool is Fiji against Canada. And these sides have met on 38 occasions. Fiji, they last met in Port Elizabeth last year, where Fiji won by 26 points to 7. And coach Ben Ryan has stuck with the tried and true. There's the class of Colin Isao and 2 white. The man to watch, though, is really number 10, Vidi Vidi. Joined in commentary by former Canadian international Gareth Rees. And Gareth, who needs to step up for Canada?
A little bit of disappointment for them. Captain Moonlight always needs to go forward, and Underwood's had some good touches in the early pool matches.
We'll see Colin Isao to the right, John Moonlight to the left. As the teams prepare to play their third game, day 2, here at the 40th anniversary of the HSBC 7's World Series.
Canada disappointed with their performance against Samoa. Second pool match, they need a victory here to have any chance of going through to the Cup.
Big occasion for Japanese referee Taku Otsuki. Which is the 6th match on the World 7's series. Intensity and the rivalry just goes to another level when it comes to the third match, and these teams will start to do the calculating and working out where they need to be.
Yeah, they do, and of course we had Friday night action here in Hong Kong, and this is the second game today.
We're underway in the final match for these two countries. I say Colin Isao with the kick, and Douglas has it. Justin Douglas went to place it back and it bounced off the feet of a compatriot, and so Vidi Vidi hands it to his captain, Colin Isao. Kunatani gets it out wide to Lawatha. Lawatha breaks the first, the second, and Lawatha is gone. This is the type of 7's that we're used to seeing Fiji in Hong Kong. Missed tackles are going to hurt you, and Fiji score their first.
Well, no space to work in, but it's quick feet. Underwood lunging at the legs, can't get it done. And Rawatha looks up, there's no more red jerseys. That's a run-in for him, and this is starting to get fun for Fiji.
Third try here for over the weekend, 26 in his career. Says his favourite player is Jonah Lomu, who was here and named in the Magnificent 7. And Big Jonah would be pleased at that try. Saviniatha Rawatha with the try. Second highest try scorer that you can see. Still some 8 behind Sinatla from South Africa. And now the restart. 2-eye again. He was brought back in for this purpose, this reason, to get up and contest. It's been batted back by Trainer. Connor Trainer got up early, and the referee says let's have a penalty. Moonlight wants to get on with it, taps and moves it along the chain. Canada just need to get their hands on the ball and show a little bit of patience as well. Fualifu hits, spins, turns. It could be a penalty. The referee says no, the ball was out, and so a turnover here. Vidi Vidi goes back into his own half. Has 2-eye out to the left. There's plenty of players out to the right. Runs into a couple of them. Then he steps and goes. Top try scorer, top point scorer for Fiji. Here comes try number 91. It's got too much class, too much pace. And Fiji making it look easy.
The World Rugby 7's Player of the Year saw there was no sweeper after the turnover. Canada 7 up. Steps inside Jones, and there's no one back to help up the middle.
Scored 52 tries last season, and he certainly knows his way over the line. Five to 11 local time in Fiji. They'll be celebrating, watching. They love their 7's. It's the national sport, and these are their heroes.
Yeah, they sit in 3rd place on the HSBC 7's World Series at the moment. Ben Ryan made the point they have the best winning percentage of all the teams, and but for 2 extra time losses, they'd be in first place.
They won the Gold Coast, also Vegas last month. Now the Canadians get a chance to get their hands on the ball through Liam Underwood. Quickly cleared from Douglas out to White, Sean White, using his pace. Sean White, now the offload here. The ball just didn't stick, unfortunately. Fuali a foul.
That's kind of been the story for Canada. The ball's not sticking, the hands aren't working. And it's hard to play against the likes of Samoa and Fiji.
Nice break there from Sean White, a man from James Bay. Debut in Wellington in 2008, 2009. 19th IRB series.
Yeah, been with the program a while. It's a scrum half in the 15s game, but having impact on here as a sub.
Rawatha has Vidi on the outside. Tries to get through the tackle, but he can't get past Liam Underwood. Vidi picks it up, and now it's a foot race. Vidi tries to shrug off the tackle, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. And here comes Captain Courageous. Asia Kolinisau runs the support line beautifully, and there's Fiji's 3rd try of the match.
That's the Fijian team support you come to expect. Douglas in defense, able to bring down the runner, but 2 options. The initial break, Douglas grabs him by the shirt, turns around, lots of options. Hits the second man. And we saw in this piece earlier on, Kolonitha missing his mama's cooking. Looks pretty comfortable out there.
He's a soccer player in his youth, and he took up rugby at secondary school, and he's the most points in the season, and by a margin, 55 ahead of Sinatla. Canadians just can't get their hands on the ball.
No, and when they do, they're giving it back far too easily. So it's setting up nicely for Fiji. This will be their 3rd win in the pool if they hang on. And it's only 10-6. So they'll have lots of time to recover for tomorrow's action.
2 wide, goes high, batters it back. Kolinisau has it, feeds it out to Rawatha. Rawatha steps. Rawatha's gone. His 2nd of the match. And it's turning into a bath.
Well, it's touch rugby at the moment, and the Canadians touching them and not tackling them. Off his right foot, good cut. Good line break.
They didn't look at their best this afternoon, did they, Fiji, in their 2nd match in the tournament against Belgium? They made a number of errors, whereas in this match they look a lot better, focused, wanting to finish on a strong note.
No, but they are a team that builds, and we've seen that. We saw that delightfully at the USA 7's in Las Vegas, where they built up to that final with New Zealand and absolutely hammered them, and playing with a lot of confidence. So they're now through 2 days of pool action, and yeah, they seem to have a little bit more spring in their step.
Most successful country in Hong Kong is Fiji. They've won the title on a number of occasions, and in particular the 2 World Cups that were held here. Much better getting up from Connor Trainer and getting the ball back. And now they look to try and hold him up. They've got to release him. The counter ruck comes in from Pio Tuwai. They go over the top. Kunatani has it. Little offload to Tuwai. Jerry Tuwai. He wants to get on the score sheet. The razzle-dazzle from Fiji is just too good. Look, they're just holding it up. He couldn't believe it himself. And Iasaki Katombiao scores try number 5.
He's looking to offload there, Kantanabao. It's too easy. Look at the driving legs here as the Canadians come in. Just pumping those legs. Keeps going to the line, and watch, he's over the line. Hey, anyone want this? I'll put it down.
His son was Sonny Vidi was telling him he's over the line. So Fiji beat Samoa 38-12. They beat Belgium earlier today 38-5. And we head into half-time. They've already racked up 31 points.
This could be the highest score ever if their stats are right against the Canadian team, Fiji. It's a lot of points in one half.
Half-time here. Fiji leading Canada by 31 points to 0.
against the crowd?
No.
Because now they'll be getting a big Talanoa, and they will now try it. They'll give everything and they'll throw offloads. So now a team that are coming hard back against us, let's show we can absorb it. We're accurate, brave, and in control. Boys that are coming on, you make a difference, eh? You make a difference. So you make me think about selection. Set.
Interesting coaching comment there from Ben Ryan, thinking about what might be being said in the other huddle, saying they're coming back at us. Can we handle this? Can we keep the score ticking over? And the answer was a resounding yes from his men in white there.
As I mentioned, they won in Gold Coast, beating Samoa. They're leading 26-0, and there's a second. There's a comeback from the Samoan side, 26-24. And I've got to say that Ben Ryan, his time in Fiji is certainly helping his complexion as well.
Yeah, he's moved the whole family down there, totally committed to the program, and credit to him. Not everything was as smooth as maybe was promised to him, but he stuck by these players, and they're now starting to play for him.
Harry Jones from Canada gets us underway for the second half. Fiji up against Canada. There goes Kalinisau. Kalinisau just ankle tapped. Showing some real pace was Liam Underwood to get back and to finish off the job, but now they quickly recycle. Moving the ball out wide, using the class, the pace, all the skill sets required in the game of sevens. And they made some changes as well. Del Volvo comes in jersey number 12, and Josiah Laisungi in jersey number 8. Watch out for this guy. He scored 3 tries, only 20 years old, here on debut. The young number 8 for Fiji. And he's got some beautiful silky skills.
On at prop there, you heard Ben Ryan say it. The boys coming on make a difference. Harry Jones will be coming off for Canada. Not good memories for this Canadian group out of this pool. They're going to have to regroup overnight.
Fiji's so dangerous from anywhere in the field. They're using Kunitani as one of the bigger players out in the midfield. And now Lauvolvo going backwards before they go forward. Here's Jerry Tuwai. Beautiful little step. The Canadians well and truly know the danger that he possesses. Lauvolvo flicks it back. Laisuingi pops it up beautifully. And here he goes, Vede Malua. It's too easy for the flying Fijians. Biggest score they've ever posted against Canada is 16-0 in 2007 in Wellington at the Cup quarter-final. And this is looking similar.
And finally some resistance from Canada, but just with inches on the sideline. Vermalua scoots up there. Again, no defense, 7 up for Canada. So even the subs are getting it done right now. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's Colin Mead style.
Yeah, who does that remind you of?
Ball in one hand as he gets across the line and confirms the 5-pointer.
Goodman the other night selecting the Magnificent 7. We got to see some of those highlights of Waiseli Saravi, ball in one hand, the magician.
Very, very special player. Incredible evening to have 7 players who dominated this tournament in this country over the 4 decades, all in the room at the one time. Vatemo Lauvolvo passed 200 points here in Hong Kong earlier today in his career. Now all in front of the Canadians. How do they respond? What have they got? Firstly through Sean White. He just popped the ball up and he's given it to Kalinisau. So Kalinisau, plenty of support here from the Fijians. That unfortunately got lost forward.
Well, scrappy from both teams at the moment. Fiji know they're through. Canada know they're not. And now both teams really thinking about tomorrow.
Canada had started their campaign well on Friday night, beating Belgium 28 points to 12. They lost to Samoa earlier today by 5 points, 24-19. and you can never beat Fiji when you do that.
You can't beat many teams when you do that. That much possession costs, and you can't build any pressure. You heard Coach Liam Middleton at halftime saying build some phases. And when you're turning the ball over that much, there's not many phases put together.
Oh, nothing going right for them, and Pat Kay's come onto the field. He gets the ball in an awful position where the Fiji are attacking, and first touch for Zaruba. Now the ruck comes on. Domalai's come onto the field and he's stolen the ball immediately. What an impact. Too wide. Gets it out. The man that just scored a try. Now he set another one up for his captain. Well, he was going to set it up. Vere Malua.
The hole is there.
Running beautiful angles, aren't they? They're creating gaps and opening up holes that are exploiting this defence.
Yeah, what they're doing is forcing those Canadians to turn their shoulders, a weaker technique, and then they're running against the grain and say a big hole open up there. He hit the line, he had the space, just couldn't hold on the ball.
Well, tell us a little bit about Pat Kay, because he wasn't in the original 12 that were named earlier in the week.
No, he was a replacement demand from the University of Victoria. Big 7's program for Canada and Cowichan in Canada. Youngster, he's got a bright future. And there he is.
With the offload, there is Pat Kay, the man that we were just talking about. Ball is out. And so they play on. Out to Raisungi. Raisungi just steps off the right and charges through the middle. His fourth try in Hong Kong on debut. And you've got to say, Gareth, some of that defence was pretty weak.
Yeah, Raisungi had a simple run in. Just watch. Players on their heels, weight shifted, not an effective line. So that's a big work on for Liam Middleton's men going forward. But right now, it's all Fiji, and they're on their way to that record score.
No Phil Mack. Obviously, Sean Duke hasn't started in these games, which I find a little bit strange. And so,
yeah, there's definitely a few players missing for Canada, but you know, it's the defense and the commitment that you're really questioning at the moment, as you pointed out. And that's what supporters want to see. That's what they expect. Maybe an opportunity here with the kickoff that doesn't go 10. Possession of Canada, and there's Douglas.
Douglas has it and looked to pass it out. That kind of trainer, but he was met by Kunatani. Looked to hold on to it. Kay moves it out to Underwood. Underwood tries to get through the tackle of Domalai. Now playing out wide. Trainer, it's a lovely pass from Trainer. Copybook tackle as well from Kunatani. Not allowing them to release the ball, and so wanting to go on with it quickly is Douglas, Justin Douglas. No nonsense sort of player. That pass out the back really didn't need to be thrown. The kick, and now the foot race. Lasila is the man getting to the ball secondly after the initial tackle from Rauvovo. Messy 7's play, and someone just needs to give some direction, set some targets. Kolenisau going in, looking to try and steal the ball, unsuccessful, and now here's a good chance for Canada. White gets it out to Douglas. Douglas steps. Douglas with the fend. Should have too much power to get there. Douglas reaches and he's held up.
Of course he was. Finally a bit of a burst. Douglas got the early ball. He beat his man. See the other exhaustion there. Can't believe he couldn't roll over and get that ball down. Let's have a good look here. Great defense from the substitute. Lasila. He's holding it up. Douglas can't use his momentum to get that down, so Canada still scoreless.
Good decision from the Japanese referee, who got himself into a position to make a good call. The correct call, which is what we want.
And Douglas not looking very comfortable there. Daniel Ma on the field. Often when you're rolling with a player like that at pace, it's the ribs or the shoulder that you get a good jarring.
Well, Lucas Hammond gets a boarding pass for the last play of the game. Let's see if Canada can register their first try of the match. White gets it in and clears it out to Kay. Underwood had a player on the outside but opted to hold onto the ball. Kunatani with the tackle. And released. Out here to Trainer. He takes some attention, takes some stopping as well. Does big Connor Trainer. Released again, going into contact. One of the new players, Zaruba. He's got to be one of the great names in world rugby.
Well, he knows what his job is. He's a big man.
Well, Zaruba's from the Fijian team, wanting to keep their line intact. Now they release Kay. That's a good option. The kick out wide. He's just come onto the field. Has Lucas Hammond. The bounce, all-important bounce, and now Fiji get a chance to go coast to coast. They kick the ball. If it stays in play, it'll be an interesting race, but the touchline wins. And that is time here. Fiji scoring 7 tries. They have beaten Canada by 45 points to 0.